The Hopkinton School Committee announced that 2 resignations happened this past week.
Tuesday at about 5:30 in the afternoon, I received, and I believe Dr. Kavanaugh, you were also copied on that email, as were both Leah and Meg, an email from our town clerk indicating that 2 of our members were resigning effective immediately. So that was Meg Tyler and Joe Markey, as people know. So as part of the process here, I know most people are aware that the select board is also meeting tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning. But the first step here is just for us to publicly announce that there are vacancies on the committee, so that that clears the way for the path ahead in filling the vacancies. There are couple steps that could potentially happen tomorrow. The select board will be meeting and deliberating and determining if they can put this on the ballot for this May election. So that would be kind of we're in a holding pattern until after they meet. Anything in general that has something to do with either a town election or a town meeting has to go through the select board, and they are sort of the driving body behind that. So really the big thing here tonight is just the public announcement of the vacancies. I know I for one was not aware that we would have vacancies to be filled this week. So I do want to wish our colleagues well, our former colleagues well in their endeavors ahead. And then to really as a body come together to focus back when we come back next week on the work ahead and the important business we have of running our schools. So are there others on the committee who would like to add anything? We don't actually need to have a vote here. It just literally is an announcement of the vacancies. Okay.
Nancy, I'm sorry, do you have to announce the duration, what the terms are of the vacancies?
So the ultimate term would be, if these go on the election for the spring, the one seat would go through May of 2023 and the other one would go through May of 2024. So there actually could potentially be 3 different seats on the ballot in the spring. One for the term that expires this May in 2022, then the one that expires in 2023, and then the one in 2024. If it is an election, it would be candidates running for specific seats. It wouldn't be, I had a question from somebody if it would be the, like say the top 3 vote getters, and that is not actually how it works. It works that a candidate who wishes to run for the school committee chooses which seat that they are going to run for. If it goes to being an appointment, which we won't really know until at least tomorrow, potentially longer, the terms could be one of 2 things. It could be an appointed position that went from now, or from when the joint meeting took place between the select board and the school committee, which based on mandatory timelines would probably not be until at least the end of this month. If it was a temporary fill, it would go from the end of this month until the election in May, on May 16th. If the select board determined that they could not get this on the ballot to be an elected position in May, then it could potentially be a year-long appointment, which would go through May of 2023 when it would go on the ballot. I think a lot of people are hoping that this will be able to get on the ballot this May and let the voters have their voices heard for how they want things to move forward for us. So that was actually a very good piece that I had intended to cover but did not. Thank you.
The select board approved the 2 open spots on the school committee to be part of the 2022 annual town election.
So I move, pursuant to Chapter 41, Section 10 of the General Laws, to hold an election to fill 2 vacancies in the membership of the school committee, such vacancies having occurred due to the resignations of Joe Markey and Meg Tyler. Said election shall be held as part of the annual town election on the 3rd Monday of May 2022 at an adjourned session of the annual town meeting. And further, to authorize the town manager to file a notice of said election in the office of the town clerk in the form provided to the select board at the meeting.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion that's been seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, we're going to take a roll call vote on this. Amy Ritterbush?
Amy Ritterbush, yes.
Brendan Tedstone?
Tedstone, yes.
Mary Jo Lafreniere?
Mary Jo Lafreniere, yes.
Muriel Kramer?
Muriel Kramer, yes.
And Irfan Nasrullah is a yes as well. Excellent. So encourage interested people to please fill out your papers and get your signatures, and let's get this thing rolling.